right, y'all, we back with another reaction right here on ABP Reactions. And right now, man, there was a chaos at the Marathon Burger grand opening in Long Beach, man. People got shot. One person died. They saying 2 people died. I don't know. Let's find out, man. Let's watch.
Shots are being fired right now. Shots are being fired.
Eyewitness News reporter Abigail Velez
Damn.
has more from Long Beach.
Liz Jory, this street has been blocked off for a huge portion of the day after a deadly shooting here in the heart of downtown Long Beach. And on a Sunday night, on what was supposed to be a joyous occasion, this was the last thing anyone here wanted to see.
Somebody said, well, they're fighting outside, but it looked like it was, you know, a real, whatever was going on, it was really serious.
It was panic on Pine Avenue on Sunday as the sound of gunfire sent people running during what was meant to be a celebration.
Damn.
Hundreds had packed this stretch of downtown Long Beach Sunday afternoon for the grand opening of Marathon Burger, the fast food chain founded by the late rapper Nipsey Hussle and his brother Black Sam. But just after 3:30 p.m., police say they received reports of gunfire.
On March 31st, 2019, the world had stopped. A man who preached ownership, discipline, and economic empowerment was gunned down outside his own store, the Marathon Clothing. Now fast forward to the first day of March of 2026, the marathon still continues, but so does the violence. And just hours after celebrating growth, legacy, and generational wealth, another life is lost in the same city that took Nip. So the question becomes, is the culture evolving or repeating itself? Now since Nip had lost his life, his brother Sam and his longtime partner Lauren London, the mother of his children, Will Some, and his entire circle has been carrying that legacy.
And I ain't gonna lie, they've been doing an amazing job. Most of the time when somebody dies, it's hard to continue to push their brand without them present or without them being the face of it. But that just shows you how it's crazy, because while he was living, you don't feel like his impact was what it is after death. How, like, I don't know, it's kind of fucked up. Like when he was living, yeah, people was fucking with him, but when he died, it's like the world just gravitated to him. And they love, and that's dope. That's dope. But I hate that he had to lose his life for that to happen. You know what I mean? But his legacy has been living on and been carrying the brand, you know, and shout out to Black Sam and his team. They're doing a great job making sure that the brand stays strong. But, you know, this was a tragic event, man. Hate that it had to happen on the grand opening, but let's keep watching.
Seen the street being named after him, which we'll later identify and talk about. We've seen Puma honor his contract after his passing. We've seen morals, documentaries, investments, and businesses continue in his name. And now, his brother Sam is expanding the Marathon brand, launching Marathon Burger in Los Angeles. A new chapter, a new symbol of ownership. Celebrities showed up, the community showed up. Stevie Wonder even pulled up to the grand opening in less than 24 hours of this video. But
man, we in here cooking. We in here cooking fries, burgers. I'm in right here with my nigga Scroogey. Come on, cuz. Get out of here, man. Come on, man. We in here, man. Hold on, we fully loaded. Fully loaded. We got my nigga Stevie Wonder in the building. Look at that.
That's some legendary shit, man. Stevie Wonder hanging out inside the Marathon. Shout out Stevie Wonder, man. Hey, yeah. House phone, we're not gonna let you disrespect Stevie Wonder either, brother. He's a legend. Legend right here. Legend, bro. That's big. And let me tell you, yeah. That's tight, bro.
somewhere between celebration and legacy, another man that lost his life. And today, we're going to talk about it. We're going to identify who the victim was, where he was from, what led up to it, and most importantly, where does leave the culture today? Because LA, especially in certain areas, still carries layers of gang politics, territory, ego, and retaliation. And sometimes, growth and violence exist in the same zip code. But before we go over this one, I want you guys to remember, I don't give you no angle. I just give you the story. So with that...
All right, so listen. This is what people got to understand, man. All right? regardless of all the beautiful events people try to organize and throw, this is still gangland. You know what I'm saying? This is the land of a lot of hood wars, a lot of long, outstanding beefs that take place. And sometimes it's certain people that you got beef with. It's certain people you respect from the opposite hood sometimes. In today's time, back in the day, it was, if you was from the opposite hood, it was fuck you, period. Now it's certain niggas respect, and when they see each other, they don't do shit out of respect. They're like-minded. They're more older now. They're grown. But then there's still the knuckleheads out there, the young niggas that don't give a fuck. If it's at a beautiful event with Snoop Dogg and Stevie Wonder and all this shit, if I see my man, I'm on him. It's still the young niggas. You feel me? So you got certain situations where people look like, damn, that's a dope event. Why'd y'all fuck it up? Like, y'all do realize it's in Long Beach, right? You know what I mean? Like, you throw an event in Compton, Long Beach, Watts, West LA, East LA, like, you're 9 times out of 10, it's gonna be a lot of, especially when it's a lot of hood niggas involved at the opening or at the performance or at the show, at the party. You know, it happens. It's a lot of conflicting individuals in the room. And sometimes it's like, what I heard is the niggas did say, let's not do it in front, let's walk around the corner, or out of respect for y'all, we're gonna do it around the corner. So it wasn't in front. I think a lot of people think it happened right in front of Marathon Burger. It was around the corner. You feel me? But they still like, hey, this is Marathon Burger's problem.
Being said, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. We're gonna jump right to it. But to understand what happened yesterday, we gotta go back, fam. You see, Nipsey Hussle wasn't just a rapper. He was a product of Crenshaw, affiliated with the Rolling 60s neighborhood Crips. And let's be clear, I'm not glorifying it, it's just context. In Los Angeles, gang affiliation isn't just street activity. It's identity, territory, and generational alignment. And Nip grew up in that system. But what separated him was ownership. He bought property in his hood, opened the Marathon Clothing, talked about economic circulation, pushed tech investments, and spoke to kids on a daily about discipline. He never denied where he came from, but he was always trying to elevate it. That's balance, and it's dangerous. Because when influence grows, especially in the gang culture, the power shifts.
Bought the whole corner, right? The whole entire complex where you got the Marathon store, man. How long ago was that, solidified?
We closed on that building probably like a month ago.
Was that? I mean, obviously that's a big deal to own a corner in your hood, man.
Yeah.
And then you got the Fat Burger right there too, right?
We are partners with the Fat Burger. We don't own it outright, but we in on it. Was
that a hard process to get that done? Because I know obviously that's a whole nother level of real estate.
It wasn't a hard process once we got the offer. I mean, once the offer got accepted, just getting to the point where the previous owners accepted the offer was a process. It took a long time. Once we locked in and agreed on a price and, the offer was accepted, it was just like boom, 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 and then we closed.
Closing escrow, both commercial units. I think that's big. Like
inner city co-work space in the vein of WeWork,
like WeWork
for local entrepreneurs. You know what I mean? And we got I think 8 entrepreneurs that all have products in the tech space that are in the building with us. And we also have a science, technology, engineering, and math center on the 2nd level for young kids to be able to get trained in the skill set that it takes to get into Silicon Valley.
I just want to ask everybody.
Damn, that's dope as a motherfucker.
Here in the audience, how many of y'all are familiar? First of all, anyone have kids in the audience? Okay, 1, 2, 3. All right. Are you familiar with the STEM program? Now, the fact that this man right here,
this nigga Nip was before his time, bro. Like, just think if everybody in hip hop got on like this wavelength mentally, like pushing for your culture, for your city, for the kids, being ahead in a technology wave. Like really understanding your business in and out, creating new avenues of business. Like niggas do not be caring about that shit in hip hop, bro. Niggas just want to get the money, go get the performance, and fuck hoes, go to strip clubs, nigga, and that's it. But I do shout out, I see a lot of Atlanta rappers do be buying hella property. So shout out to the Atlanta rappers. LA, that shit ain't really crossed over to LA rappers like that. You don't see a lot of LA rappers just buying up property and shit. You know what I mean? That's something that I think Nipsey would have for sure spearheaded. And I don't know, man. They say, you be hearing so many conspiracy theories on who got Nipsey out the way and why and this and that. But sometimes, people are here for just a certain amount of time for a reason. You know what I mean? To inspire and maybe motivate others to learn. And if you study Nip, what he did and really go back and be like, damn, this nigga really was the blueprint to what an artist should be in today's time. You feel me? Not just the music, not just making TikTok videos, like really pushing the culture forward. Oh, but rest in peace to Nip, man.
Invested his time and space for that. I think that's worth a round of applause.
Absolutely amazing.
Thank y'all.
Because that's the next level. That's how we're going to bridge the gap to a lot of these things.
Such a forward thinker. What was it about what you do and who you are that made you want to get involved with that, STEM program specifically, and just understanding how important it is for the next generation?
Well, truthfully, I was at the Laker game and I was sitting next to a person. And we ain't really speak during the first couple quarters. I ain't know him. I ain't think he knew me. I was, with my people. He was with his people. And about second quarter, we took some shots, and that shit make you a little more friendly.
Loosen up.
He like, yeah, you Nip, right? Yeah, what's up, man? Cool. We started talking. He like, yeah, I'm a real estate developer and investor. I got a concept, and I want you to take a look at it. What you doing tomorrow? Can you come out of the office? So me and my homeboy pulled up to his office, and he had the blueprint for what became Vector 90 and Too Big to Fail, which is what I just described to y'all. His name Dave Gross. Mm-hmm. And, dude come from the inner city of L.A. His brother was, murdered recently, on gang shit. His other brother doing time. And he was just the one out of the three brothers that, went to New York and went to an Ivy League school, pursued finance, ended up on Wall Street. And then when he became accumulated some resources, he wanted to come back to LA and build. So that was the vision he had. And, I partnered up with him. And, we opened the doors the day before the album dropped. So the album dropped February 16th, which was this past Friday, a couple days ago. We opened the Vector 90 Too Big to Fail Crenshaw District compound on February 15th. So it came to fruition the day before the album came out.
That's right.
And it's a documentary we getting to put out about it and everything. Some very powerful people involved. A dude by the name of Don Peebles. He one of the most successful black real estate developers in the world. He worth like $5 billion. He building a skyscraper in LA. He about to buy the SLS hotel. Excuse me, the not the SLS. They building the SLS. The Viceroy. Thank you, Brittany. You know what I'm saying?
Because we all looking for some rooms.
That's a strong team. See, that's your team right there. You know what I mean? Right there with you.
Yeah.
Now, when it comes to Nipsey Hussle, his name seems
That
to...
nigga Nip was next level, dog. God damn, man. You don't hear no rappers talk like this. God damn it. Come on, man. Gotta start highlighting niggas that's out here making the moves, man, inspiring, because goddamn, this goddamn shoot 'em up, bang, bang, kill shit. Goddamn, the youth need to see shit like this, brother. This is what niggas need to be on. Niggas trying to teach you the tech world. Get your ass up in this shit, investing early. Because right now, you go to these public schools, man, I hate this shit. It's just, they teach you the same old. I feel like they need to update this fucking shit they teach in school. It's so slow. These kids are super advanced already, bro. They got these iPads, so it's not like you teaching us back in the day. Like, y'all still teaching kids how to do simple math in 3rd, 4th grade. It's like, man, these niggas come into this motherfucker knowing this shit in kindergarten damn near. A lot of them, because, shout out to the great parents out there. You know what I'm saying? One thing quarantine did teach a lot of parents is to be, homeschooled. So we definitely homeschooled our kids during quarantine, man, but our kids advanced as hell. My kids is for sure. But, the school, like what they're teaching this shit is just outdated, man. They need to update this shit. And teach shit that kids can use that they really gonna apply as soon as they graduate and hit that ground running, man. Finances, financial literacy, like credit, all this shit, like shit kids know. We didn't know that shit.
Always be attached one way or another with another well-known rolling crip, Big U, connected to the rolling 60 circles, respected, feared by some, and connected to artists, athletes, and business ventures. Over time, there was public reports and interviews suggesting tension between camps. Not confirmed beef, not confirmed conflict, but conversations. Power dynamics in LA are layered. When money enters the picture, loyalty and leadership can be complicated. But it's crazy how the cards turn. Because on March 27, 2025, a federal grand jury returned a 43-count indictment against Eugene Henley Jr., also known as Big U. Federal prosecutors described him as a longtime leader connected to the Rolling 60s neighborhood Crips and the alleged head of what they call the Big U Enterprise. Now again, these are allegations. He is presumed innocent unless proven guilty in the court of law. But the charges, they are heavy. According to the U.S. Attorney's Office for the Central District of California, Henley faces charges including, which we already covered in the video, I'll leave the link in the bio, RICO conspiracy, Hobbs Act robbery and extortion, wire fraud, bank fraud, embezzlement of public funds, tax evasion, human trafficking allegations, and murder connected to an aspiring rapper identified as R, who was also a football player that was really close to his son, even once lived with Big U, allegedly. Now let that sink in, because prosecutors allege that from 2010 to March of 2025, the so-called Big U enterprise operated as what they describe as a mafia-like criminal organization. They claim to use fear, intimidation, and influence tied to gang structure to extort individuals, including professional athletes and musicians, through what were described as check-ins. Court documents allege that the celebrities entered Los Angeles for business were required to seek approval or protection, and if they didn't, prosecutors claim retaliation was possible. Again, that's what the indictment allege.
So this is gonna probably be my last video. I'm gonna go turn myself in to see what's going on. They talking about I'm a fugitive. So they just raided all my houses. 600 was actually with the police when they raided my house. And he's actually got video and footage of it. So y'all know what y'all dealing with. And I just want to say this to y'all. When they raided my houses and my property, they was asking about whack. Whack, loose cannon, 600, and this internet stuff. All of y'all filed. All y'all who be sending shit around the internet, all y'all who be promoting and listening to what these saying, all y'all giving these likes and hidden likes, all y'all supporting this. All y'all guilty of this shit. If you had something against a black man, you should handle it with a black man in the streets. Wack said 100 times he was gonna take my contracts. He working with the FBI. The FBI went to the city 3 days in a row and told the city they didn't want nobody to give me no more money. They went to all the different celebrities and told all the different celebrities, don't give me no money, don't help me, don't do nothing for me. They going around scaring and intimidating everybody. But y'all sitting it around getting people in trouble. Like y'all don't understand what the FBI do to black men who try to help their community. I ain't been nothing but a help to our community. But I guess it is what it is. This the price of being black and trying to help somebody, trying to help your community and do what you can. You're just guilty because somebody else don't like you and they can go on the internet and do what the they want to and y'all gonna promote it. It's crazy. But I'm going to go turn myself in though.
He got in trouble for this video too. They definitely got at him for this video he made before turning himself in, dropping them names. You know what I mean? This was this whole situation with the Big U shit, just watching this shit all unfold. Like, this is gonna be a code. I know somebody gonna buy like the life rights. I could see Big U selling it to like a 50 cent or something in due time and making like a cold series about this nigga. Like, because if you're really from here, born and raised in LA, you know Big U was one of the most notorious names of when it come to LA that people respected on some like street shit. You know what I'm saying? And to watch the internet like tear that apart and destroy it and all that, and then put all these allegations out there, and then next thing you know, catch a Rico behind it and all that. This is really some movie shit. Like, what the fuck? That shit is really crazy.
Now, before the indictment was open to the public, people thought this could possibly mean justice for Nip, and we'll later explain why. But people quickly realized maybe it was just karma. Now, the video you just saw was a clip that Big U had posted hours before his arrest. He denied any wrongdoing. He claimed there would be no real evidence. He suggested the charges were an attempt to assassinate his character. Federal prosecutors, however, alleged those videos were an attempt to influence potential jurors and intimidate witnesses. Now, the most serious allegation was January of 2021, where prosecutors alleged that an aspiring rapper, someone who had once lived with Big U, had been coached by him in youth football, recorded a diss rap. Apparently, it was aimed at Big U. According to the indictment, the man was later found and shot multiple times in the head. His body was dumped off Interstate 15 near Las Vegas. The indictment states a Grammy-winning producer witnessed parts of the event surrounding the killing. The case now sits inside a larger racketeering conspiracy. Of course, we went over that video. If you guys want to check it out, go ahead and click the link in the
This is really some movie shit. Like, what? What the fuck? Made a diss record and allegedly killed him and dumped the body on the side of the freeway and in Vegas, and the studio producer know who it is, and next thing you know, I'm coming back on camera, the next thing you know, we looking for the camera, and somebody, all the footage is missing. It's just like, this is really some crazy shit when you put it all together. What the fuck, dog?
After this video, we went in full detail about who this guy was and what happened. But here's why people assume that this indictment was possibly justice for Nipsey Hussle. You see, in 2019, Nipsey Hussle's last song and music video was a track titled Higher with DJ Khaled featuring John Legend.
A miscarriage back to back every year for like 10. Pregnant with my mom's, doctor told her it was slim.
Now that song won a Grammy in 2020 for Best Rap/Song Performance. The video was extremely powerful, but it's a lot behind the scenes that people don't really know about. Like, the video was supposed to be shot in the Rolling 60s neighborhood, but Big U allegedly got word of it, had some members press up on Nip, and he was front line. They ended up moving the location to a parking lot, the top floor. He had to beef up security not only for the Rolling 60s that was running with Big U allegedly, but also some Bloods who was tipped off to try to be funny. Now watch another clip from that music video and see if it hit different.
Emptied out the clip, it was broad day. Fuck niggas always gotta learn the hard way.
We all know a couple weeks later, March 31st, 2019,
Damn.
Nipsey Hussle lost his life, broad daylight, to the hands of a knucklehead called Eric Holder.
A couple weeks later, I ain't even put that two and two together. After that confrontation, a couple weeks later. Shit.
Affiliated with the Rolling 60s, and at that moment, people thought he was sent, and his brother, Black Sam, he even spoke on it. He didn't say who, but he felt like Eric was sent.
Whatever, and he was nervous. He was supposed to hit that alley with that red shirt immediately, but he didn't do that. He came in and he wanted to check the scene.
Was it as random as what the public thought it was?
From my understanding, old boy walked up with no shirt.
Now, as you can see, things got strange, and things got even more tense when Big U had went live. I was seen joking when someone was saying, "Justice and rest in peace for Nip."
Justice for Nip.
A young boy would have been there like, yeah,
You did.
When Black Sam come out 2 days ago and say he wished his brother Killer was free, that's pretty much what he meant.
The nigga who did it to your brother, would you rather him went to jail or stayed on the streets?
Like me, I'm 1000% wish the man was still out here.
Right.
Because the nigga would have been X'd out. But
I'll be damned. Nigga just said that on camera. Hold on, you gotta put some clarity to that, Black Sam. Because they could take that a lot of different ways, brother. Damn.
And whether they gotta go solo.
Right.
Broad day and go sit down and do all day. That'd have been the best time I could do in my life. I'm waking up every day. People ask me, would you have changed the decision? No. 1000%. Right. So I wish the man was out. I wish he was not in jail. And that saved his life.
Yeah.
1000%, man. And you know, I honestly feel like it's hundreds and hundreds of people that love Hussle from the area, from our unit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they not going for it.
It would, and one thing I always say, man, I feel like this, what was going through this guy's head. Did you feel like he was about to be? Did you feel and then you turn yourself into a nutty house when you figure it out. Oh, nah, bro, you better not. It's a APB out.
Yeah.
And everybody is not coming in until we figure it out.
Right.
So, you know, that was the energy, man. Definitely wish, you know, nigga don't fuck with the police and don't fuck with none of that. And obviously different people from different situations do, like mothers and.
You can tell he's trying his best not to say the real. Even though he said what he said, it still was like, you know, this is a brother. A nigga kill your brother right now, nigga, your mother, your father. you know what you thinking, man. I want to smoke Cub when I see Cub. Now I kill that nigga. Like, you want to say that, but you can't say that because you got to be brand friendly. You got a business going. You up here promoting your new shit, and you still got to keep these relations. You don't want to be looked at like the nigga that's paying for hits. You know what I mean? That's using the money to benefit you to pay for hits in the streets with niggas you got beef with, because they'll take something like that, depending on how you say it, and just make that your whole MO. That's what the internet does. It'll take something so small and be like, look, he said right here, this is what he does. Look, when his brother got killed, he said he want to get the nigga off the street himself. If he, let him be on the street, so like they'll take something like that and just run that to every time he got a beef. And I got to check out the full interview, man. Shout out P Nice. Got to check out this full interview because I'm sure, the whole context is going to be there. But, again, that's his brother, man. Shit, like, we come for the streets, nigga. When nigga kill my brother, you know what? You can't feel bad if you say, I want to kill that nigga. That's how every brother would feel. You feel me? So let's keep watching.
And sisters and aunts from all type of, and I'm not going against how they feel. That's just how I feel and how we feel. Like, definitely jail is not what we wanted for that situation.
So now we here, fam. Now here's the uncomfortable part. While one former power figure is fighting a federal RICO case, Nipsey Hussle's brother is expanding a legitimate business empire. Marathon Burgers, ownership, structure, tax-paying enterprise. And that's where the tension becomes symbolic. Old power versus new money. Street structure versus business structure. Fear versus economic infrastructure. And that brings us to Crenshaw. Back to grand opening. Back to celebration. And back to the shooting that just happened. Now, last year, Black Sam had opened the first location. And to say the least, he got into a confrontation with someone who was allegedly there, who he knew of, who was allegedly chilling with somebody who was speaking down on Nipsey. And Black Sam felt some type of way about it. Check it out.
All right, so we're gonna holler. Let's just get to that. Let's get to that, bro. Bro, we all tripping on that, bro. We don't know that, bro. We tripping on that, bro. Listen, bro. Listen. If the nigga ain't demonstrating for hustle, this is what I'm telling you. Don't come over here. Don't come over here trying to be. Then guess what? Go do something and come back. Go get cracking and come back.
Go get cracking and come back, nigga. Go get cracking and come back. Legendary line right there. Go get cracking and come back, nigga. Yeah, don't tell me, nigga. Show me, nigga. That's what that means.
That's what I said, bro. Listen, we're not trying to holler at you, bro. It ain't hollering at me. A nigga disrespect, bro. You do what you supposed to do.
Who disrespect, bro, to me? Don't nobody disrespect, bro.
Any nigga that disrespect, bro, when you in that prison, you better smash.
In their prison, ain't nobody disrespected, bro, in my prison.
I'm talking on the internet. When you see that
internet.
This is the beauty of understanding the two worlds. He's a businessman while still demonstrating he's a street nigga. I can do both. I'm right here opening a new business. But when it's time for me to stand on business, I can still maintain both, nigga. So shout out to Black Sam, man. I'm not mad at that. If a nigga walk up that's been on the internet talking about my dead brother or hanging with niggas who've been talking about my dead brother and running stories and all that, nigga, hold on. Put this to the side. What is you talking about, homie? Get the fuck up out of here, nigga. You feel me? Like, so Black Sam did what he was supposed to do. You feel me? Shout out Black Sam.
When you see him get cracked, when you see him get cracked, I can't tell.
You know what's happening.
I can't tell, nigga.
You know what's happening.
I can't tell.
Ain't nothing gonna happen to Black Sam.
I can't tell. I can't tell.
Ain't nothing gonna happen to Black Sam.
Come on, Sam.
Right to it, man. Yesterday, viral. They had the opening day for the Marathon Burger.
Yeah.
You show up, and there's lots of video out there of you and Black Sam looking like you guys are having a pretty heated argument or heated conversation, and then you kind of being pushed across the street.
Yeah. So.
And I actually forgot that I was at the first grand opening, the first one. And then they did the Venice Beach. Well, I don't think that. Oh, at Venice Beach when it was more so niggas tried to make that moment they moment. Who was it? Almighty Suspect and Bucci Bear? Was it, or was it Rich Trapper? It was Rich Trapper and Almighty Suspect, huh? I remember that, but that didn't really go as viral as the Rockstar shit or the shooting, obviously. But damn, why niggas gotta put stigmas around the grand openings of Marathon Burgers, man? Let's just have a clean opening, man. He said the next one is coming in New York. So New York, I need y'all to act accordingly. No fighting and shooting at the Marathon Burger grand opening, man. Please.
You know, I thought it was a normal day, you know. I got a relationship with these people. You know, All Money In, Nip, Sam, Adam. You know, everybody over there. It's been for years, you know. Done business, good business. It's nothing I can say bad about these individuals, right? About him in per se, but you know, it just threw me off guard. It threw me for a loop, bro. Like, I went to, we was out there smoking, chilling. Everybody said Black Sam wasn't there yet. Cool. Somebody say, okay, Black Sam, there go Black Sam right there. I'm like, cool, I'll go over there and holler. I'm gonna go over there and holler at him, right? I say, hey, what up, bro? Woo. You feel me? So, mind you, I've been texting Sam, calling him prior to this. You feel me? And, I haven't been getting no response. Last time we talked was maybe like a couple months. 3 months, I sent him a clip of me talking on No Jumper about, Nipsey and shit. He hearted it, liked it. I mean, like I said, there's never been no bad blood between me and Sam. So I just want to get that understood right now. What y'all seen was frustration built up or whatever from people, I believe, putting stuff in his head or sending him this clip and not getting the whole context and not even understanding.
I think it's just simple, bro. It's affiliation, my nigga. Like, you was aligned with the nigga who was saying a lot of shit, AKA Whack 100, who was saying a lot of shit about my brother. You know what I mean? First, it started out with the he not a legend shit. Regardless if it's music talk, whatever, my brother just passed. I'm not trying to hear my brother name and none of that messy shit. If I'm Black Sam, I'm not trying to hear my brother name and none of that. And then it elevated from the no legend shit to all kind of videotapes and this and that and this and that. I mean, y'all running it up on Clubhouse doing panels and all that and got other people coming in, and now this shit became a narrative on the internet. So that's where I would say it stemmed from as a brother. Like, nigga, why y'all got my brother, rest in peace, name in y'all mouth, period. It's not that hard to understand why he would be mad. You feel me? Now, what situation to pick from, the thing is, it shouldn't be no situations to pick from. The fact that you like, maybe he heard it from this or this or that or this, that means you was doing this multiple times. Y'all was talking about him. Whether you defending them or not defending them, it's like the fact that it's being done and your name is affiliated with it when y'all was once cool and now y'all not cool. It don't matter. Leave my brother's name out your mouth. Respect. If somebody's parents die, somebody's brothers die, hey, leave their name out your mouth. Respect. That's simple. It's just that simple.
Stance.
Now fast forward a year from that situation, the Marathon Burger opened up another location in Long Beach, California. The stars showed up to support. You had Big Boy, Stevie Wonder, Snoop Dogg, you name it. When apparently a fight broke out, leaving 3 people shot, 1 person dead. The deceased was later identified as DJ, an alleged rolling crip. Now, you know certain bloggers have people who come to them with information, and you gotta take it with a grain of salt. But a YouTuber who go by the name of Flacco had ended up going to his Instagram and speaking on what actually took place inside the Marathon Burger that led to a shootout moments later. Check it out.
Here's what led up to somebody getting shot and killed at Nipsey.
This right here, y'all. This right here, y'all, is what I said. The streets is fucked up, man. The fact that Flacco, that niggas would take this information in full detail and give it to a nigga like Flacco for him to take to the internet and report, knowing that he's going to report, just show you how watered down this street shit is becoming and has been, and how niggas, like, everybody be like, fuck snitches. This is a form of snitching if you're saying, like, what hoods did what to what other hood. Like, that's for the police to figure out, bro. You don't go to the internet and you just jump-started their search if they didn't know. You just jump-started. Who did what? Oh, the Woot the Woos came together with the Woot the Woos and they shot at the Woot the Woos. Now you just made their job easier. Now let's put it all together. We got cameras all around this motherfucker, facial recognition shit all around this motherfucker, cameras, nigga, IG, Instagram, nigga, we finna put it all together. Who was there from this hood, from this hood, from this hood? And you know, in true internet fashion, the young niggas, they're gonna go straight to the internet anyway. Yeah, nigga, I saw the nigga that got shot in the head or grazed. He went straight to the internet. I'm like, what is going on, bro? Jesus Christ. You niggas do not make this shit hard for the police at all no more. Don't do crime, man. Don't do crime. I'm going to keep stressing that, brother. And that's why I stress it, because you're going to get busted, brother. Everybody's going to fucking put your business out there. Everybody's going to talk. It's bad.
Hussle's Marathon Burger grand opening today. So everybody is there. Celebrities, fans. It's a family-friendly event. Until this one gang member showed up. He's a little turned-up Crip from the 80s in Long Beach, because it's a Long Beach grand opening. He showed up, and he starts dissing all the enemies that walk in. He starts tripping. He really started gangbanging, right? He's calling them out their names. He's throwing up derogatories like gang signs. He's just wilding out. The enemies realized they outnumber him by a lot. They could easily crash him and get him out of there. But they went to Black Sam because they didn't really want to mess up the event. So they go over to Black Sam and they tell Black Sam, hey, this dude is being disrespectful. He's dissing, he's violating. Get him out of here because we don't want to crash him. While they talking to Black Sam, the little turned up 80 Crip got 3 homies who walk in. Now they with him. So now it's 4 80 Crips in there and hella enemies. Black Sam people's going on, so then Black Sam rally up his crew and they walk over to the 80s and tell the 80s, hey, listen, we gonna escort y'all to safety, but y'all gotta go. They agree. Black Sam and his crew is escorting the 80s off the premises of the Marathon Burger. The 80s is under the assumption we getting escorted to safety. We getting escorted to our cars. Black Sam is under the assumption of y'all getting off my premises. That's it. So once they walk them across the premises of the Marathon Burger, as soon as the 80s toes cross the line across from Marathon Burger, they got blitzed. All the enemies blitzed them. It's like 6-1. I'll be real, bro. It's like four 80s.
This nigga was not there. This nigga is telling the story like he was there, bro. I'll be real. It was 6-. I'm gonna be real. It was 6-1. You was not there, bro. Like, what are you talking about?
No, man. What the fuck, man?
This is crazy, man. Listen, hear me out, y'all. This is why I say, don't do crime. Imagine you doing something at a spot, and then a nigga come out the next day that wasn't even there and can detail and put your hood on a map that y'all was the ones who kicked it off, y'all did this, blah, 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 went in full detail. A nigga that wasn't there and go straight to the internet with it. That is equivalent to writing out a report, a police report, like you writing down a statement. You're writing a statement. You're just doing it virtually online. You literally, that's a statement. What happened? Here you go. Tell us what happened. So you just made a statement online. Now the police is going to use this as a guide because they're going to, hey, it might be some truth to what he's saying. Let's look into it. If they didn't know already, man. That's why I'm like, it's tricky, man. You know what I mean? It's tricky, man. Shit, stay out the way, y'all. Stay out the way.
When Nipsey Hussle stood in front of the Marathon store, he wasn't just selling clothes. He was selling ownership. He was selling infrastructure. He was selling the idea that you don't have to run to the streets. Even if you came from it, you can outgrow them. He won a Grammy. He built businesses, invested in tech. He bought back the block. But Los Angeles is layered. Power shifts don't happen quietly. Federal indictments don't happen randomly. And legacy doesn't move without resistance. Now one former figure is fighting a 43 federal count indictment, and another branch off the same area. Black Sam is building a burger franchise in the same soil. It's not a coincidence. That's transition. But the question is, can ownership finally overpower intimidation? Can economic growth outlive gang politics? Or will every attempt at elevation be tested in this city? Prayers to the victim of the family, respect to the community trying to grow, and accountability for whoever is responsible. Because whether people like it or not, the marathon continues, but so does the elevation. Fam, let me know how you...
All right, man. The marathon continues. Rest in peace, Nip, man. Rest in peace, Nip Hussle, man. Gone too soon. legacy is going strong after death, still going crazy. You know, a very impactful artist, man, to the game. And what he bought and what he represented, man, will forever live on. Shout out to the Marathon family for doing a great job, you know what I mean, maintaining that for his legacy. You know what I'm saying? But one thing I will say, man, I think just watching all this, and I'm like, Black Sam, he damn near got to be treated like an artist. Like, he damn near the same, like, you got to have protection, man. I don't want to see the same thing happen with Black Sam, because he's definitely at the burger stands. He's behind, he's hands-on with all this shit. He's there. You can pull up on Black Sam. He's there. He's cooking the burgers. He's doing his thing. He's outside in the streets. You can talk to him, easily accessible. Same way his brother was. But look what that does, man. In return, sometimes you're too accessible to where a nigga could walk up and do his Dougie on you. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like, you know, for sure, Black Sam should have some protection around him, man. Like you know, some security. Let's maintain, protect Black Sam at all costs, man. We don't need nothing happening to him, because, you know, you see he getting in the midst of all these confrontations at these grand openings, and one day somebody is gonna try something stupid. That's just the world we live in. Somebody is gonna try something stupid one day and think they're doing something that's gonna get them praised, and, you know, it's just like the whole shit. Like, killing Nipsey Hussle was kind of like, why, bruh? You know what I mean? Like, what he represented. He wasn't out here stirring up no madness. He was pushing positivity. He was pushing enlightenment. He was pushing growth. Some people, you just got to be like, all right, man, this one gets a pass unless he does something. So now that creates the narrative of what did he do to make somebody really come up, because that, calling me a snitch line, that's not rolling. You know what I'm saying? So now it's a bigger conspiracy behind it with the big U shit and all that's going on now. All this shit will unravel in court. If it's true or not, we'll find out. But let me know what y'all think about the situation, man. What do y'all think about the people, you know, messing up this grand opening, man? This beautiful grand opening in Long Beach, man. What do y'all think, man? What should happen? How should they move forward at the next grand opening? Should it be a little more restricted, a little more, secluded, more security? What should happen, man? Let me know in the comment section. I'm going to give y'all 2 seconds to smash the like. And as always, get ready for the next reaction.